Edward from Twilight is Batman? Robert Pattinson is such a dumb choice for Batman. What's he gonna do? Glitter criminals to death? This is gonna be the worst Batman ever. Hold on, my fellow nerds. Don't be so hasty. So as you guys may know, I've spoken a couple of times in a couple of Batman videos about the new Batman movie coming up in 2021 starring Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader. You may know that I'm generally very positive and excited about that movie. So obviously I went into DC Fandome, which just aired here about 30 minutes ago, the panel part that Matt Reeves gave for the Batman coming up. So I was generally very excited about seeing it, as you would probably expect. And so I don't want to completely fanboy out, but I am beyond excited after watching that now. Just got done watching the teaser trailer that they debuted, and quite frankly, I am stunned at how awesome it looks. I cannot believe that Matt Reeves, already in the trailer, has crafted such a dense, layered version of Batman and of Gotham City itself. And I am so excited and so ready to go. And nothing that I've seen from the trailer leads me to believe that Robert Pattinson will be anything but one of the best Batman ever. And I'm not trying to be hyperbolic there. I really believe that. It is brutal. It is gritty. It is, according to Matt Reeves, Batman's not going to be perfect in this film. He's in year 2. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. But, oh my gosh, after watching Matt Reeves, it's clear he gets the character. He understands the history so well. And only whenever you understand the history so well can you then use that as a jumping off point to something different, and through that become almost very special. And that's where I think we're headed here. I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to do a trailer reaction here and more of just my thoughts on it kind of as we go through the trailer, because obviously I've already watched it. So it's going to be different than normal trailer reactions that we've done on this channel before. But I want to give my thoughts on it kind of as we go, and just, see what we've got in store, which I think is going to be one of the better Batman films of all time. All right, so I got my headphones in, and so I'm ready to go. So we're going to kick this thing off. So I'm going to start play right now. All right, so... All right, so I'm going to pause right now. So what we have here is, of course, no more lies. Clearly that's been duct tape on this dead body's head. Very similar to like Seven or any other of those type movies. And so, like, obviously this is the beginning of what Matt Reeves was talking about. Like, this is murders that are going on. And this is where obviously Gotham police is going to be brought in, and Batman's obviously going to be investigating this as well. But again, it starts off with a very almost brutal. Almost, you get the feeling like this movie could easily be R-rated if they didn't cut it a certain way. So I'm very interested to kind of see where the No More Lies thing kind of goes into. Probably goes into what Matt Reeves was talking about during the panel, which is where like corruption gets uncovered in Gotham City, and so it's going to go a lot deeper than anybody really believes, including Batman. So I'm going to hit play right now. Okay, I'm going to pause right now. First of all, I love the choice of Nirvana, and that song in particular, Something in the Way, which is one of the more grim, depressing feeling songs that they did. Just Kurt Cobain. It's actually one of my favorite Nirvana songs. Kurt Cobain's vocal performance on that is just beautiful. But as well, they actually, quick fact, they actually recorded that with him laying down to kind of get that more really kind of mellower kind of sound, but also really kind of almost depressed kind of feeling to his vocals. So really love that choice. And as you see, it's going to go throughout the rest of the trailer. That theme that, it's 2 chords. I forget how it goes. I used to play it all the time, but it's like, I think E and then another chord. So, but you'll see that theme basically go throughout the rest of the trailer. So, all right, we'll play again.
Who
There's our first look at Gordon.
Haven't a clue.
There's the theme of lies again. That's probably a riddle from the Riddler.
Any of this mean anything to you?
And pause. And now, of course, we've got our first look at the Batman and Robert Pattinson as the Batman in live action. You know, we've seen some behind the scenes photos. We've seen like a camera test, but this is going to be where we actually see him for the first time. And boy, I tell you what, I've said before, I don't know if I'm completely sold on the suit yet, but that's about it. That's about all I'm not sold on yet. And you know what? If that's seriously the only thing that I might have a tiny gripe with, I think I'll get over it. So we'll start playing again right now.
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
All right, so I'm gonna pause right now. Obviously, like at this point, like a car's been driven through some building that Bruce Wayne's in, and it comes out and the dude's got something on his hand, probably a bomb, saying to the Batman. So obviously somebody's out to get Batman. More than likely it's the Riddler, but it could be something else that goes with that corruption that goes deeper down than we really know at this point. So we'll hit play again.
Why is he writing to you?
Okay, there's Selina Kyle. There's probably Oswald.
Please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
Okay, so I'm going to pause right here now. Obviously, speaking in the background again, theme of lies is coming back up, and there's rhyming involved. Is this the Riddler? We don't know at this point. That's my guess, but I could very well be wrong. It's pure speculation at this point. So now we're about to actually enter my favorite part of the trailer, which literally, whenever I saw it the first time while watching DC Fandome, I literally like hollered out. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is this awesome. So, all right, here we go.
The hell are you supposed to be?
Oh my gosh.
I'm vengeance.
Pause. I mean, holy smokes. That scene right there. Who are you supposed to be? And then Batman just beats the ever living far out of the dude. I mean, just brutal to the point of like, I feel like other Batman versions that we've seen in the past, especially live action, that would have been like, a couple of punches and then that would have been it. But no, Pattinson basically like gets him down the ground and then just continues punching him, just to the point where the other kind of thugs in the background are almost like, what the heck is going on? And then just ending with the classic, like, I'm vengeance. Like, very much kind of a callback to something like Kevin Conroy in Batman the Animated Series. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. But, I mean, it is such a brutal moment. I mean, jeez. Like, I don't think we've seen Batman be this brutal in live action before. We've seen some, maybe the interrogation scene in The Dark Knight where he's just beating the ever-living crap out of the Joker. We've seen like in Batman v Superman where he's branding, criminals. We've seen some of that, but just that pure level of he's completely unhinged in that moment, but yet also in control. So, that was like, Matt Reeves has taken this to a place that we haven't seen before, and I'm all for it. It's awesome. So, play. There's our first look at the Batmobile. There's Oswald again. And again, you've got the theme of the Nirvana, Something in the Way, in the background with the orchestration. It's just beautiful.
You're part of this too.
How am I part of it?
You'll see.
What else can you say? This film, it's very clear to me after watching after watching DC Fandome and watching Matt Reeves talk about the character, talk about his history with it, he gets this character so well. And he has this very intimate level with it that he can then take that and go, okay, we've seen all these versions. We've seen Keaton, we've seen Adam West, we've seen, Kilmer and Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Kevin Conroy. We've seen all these various versions, and not to mention in the comics. Where's the gap that Batman hasn't fit in before? And I think he's nailed it. Just different comments that he's given, about, like whenever they had to shut down due to COVID. And I think someone asked, and I read somewhere that someone asked him about, the script, you're going to tweak the script, work the script, try and improve it. And his answer was basically like, no, the script's good. Like, that level of confidence, and just listening to him, sometimes it feels like whenever you ask a director or an actor something and they'll just kind of like give an answer, that he would just, a lot of times when during that exchange, they would ask him a question and he'd speak for like, a couple of minutes about, something in particular. He would go so in depth on it. And that just shows that he is very passionate about this project. He's very passionate about the character. Robert Pattinson said it himself, and everyone spoke about Robert Pattinson, that he's a huge Batman fan and he completely, just loves this character so much. There's nothing coming out about this film right now that doesn't lead me to believe that we're going to get something very special. And it's going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. I'm calling it, over a year out from this movie. This one may very well be as good as The Dark Knight, as good as Batman 1989. It'll be right up there. And I think it will stand on its own, and it will stand very powerfully. And, Robert Pattinson may very well, I think he'll very well surprise everyone, much in the way Michael Keaton did as Batman, much in the way that like Heath Ledger did with the Joker. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people, and I can't wait for what we have to come up. So that's my big thing coming out of DC Fandome. There was a lot of other great things that makes me really excited. Black Adam, Shazam, we got the title, Fury of the Gods. Wonder Woman 1984 looks just amazing. Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, they know what they're doing with that character. No worries there. As well, the Flash movie, I wasn't quite sure about it. Was excited to see Michael Keaton coming back in the role, and now with Ben Affleck coming back, I'm excited about that as well. But just kind of hearing what they had to say about the movie, it's clear that the filmmakers and Ezra Miller, they understand the character and are going to create a very good movie there. So I'm very excited about that as well. But I can't say enough good things. I think the Batman was definitely the crown jewel of the bunch. And even as a huge Batman fan, I'm actually astonished that it looks as good as it does, even at this point in time. So again, guys, call me a fanboy if you want to. That's you're right. I'm fanboying out right now. I'm very excited, but I can't say enough good things about it. And can it please be October 2021, please? So all right, so that's my thoughts on the Batman. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts. Even if you aren't quite sold yet on it, I would love to hear your comments on it, and we can discuss it. I love having these discussions with people, so please feel free to leave a comment about your thoughts on it, as well as if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you like what we're doing here at Dees Nerds, we're two nerds on one channel discussing the things we love. If you want to get involved in that discussion, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon so you know whenever we have new videos coming out. As well, we are also on Facebook and Instagram, so please follow us there because we're posting new content daily. So until next time, I am Chris, and you guys have a great, safe rest of the day. Bye, guys.